We've just harvested our first crop of garlic from the Old Colony History Museum garden. Let's take a look back to last October when we planted our cloves, and we'll share how everything turned out. Garlic is a fairly easy crop to grow. If you haven't grown your own, give it a try. All you'll need is a space for planting, some compost or manure, a shovel, a trowel, and we are using a little bit of fertilizer. You'll also need to get some seed garlic, and we are using 3 heads of German extra hardy hardneck garlic. It is reliable to grow, very cold hardy, and cures well in storage. Our first step was to prepare our planting area. You'll want to choose a weed-free area that receives full sun throughout the year. Then, just grab a shovel and turn over your soil. This will loosen it up and make it easier for the garlic to grow into nice large bulbs. Garlic plants are heavy feeders and really like nutrient-rich soil, so we added a bag of aged cow manure to our bed. Compost would work well too. Mix that in one more time, continuing to loosen the soil and mix it all together. Now it's time to prep your garlic. Each head of garlic can be broken into cloves. Give it a good twist and it will start to break apart in your hands. You'll want to leave as much of the paper as you can, as that is a bit of protection from the wet soil and any potential rot that might take place. From our 3 heads of garlic, we got 18 cloves to plant. When planting, you want to dig a trench about 4 inches deep, and in our space we were able to fit 3 trenches, each about 12 inches apart. It may look like you have more space, but you'll want to make sure there's enough room for each of the cloves to grow into a nice head of garlic. In the bottom of each trench, we added a little bit of plant tone, which is an organic fertilizer, just to give the cloves a boost. We'll do this 2 more times throughout the growing season, once in early spring when the plants emerge, and once again in the late spring. Plant tone or garden tone are both great options. Now it's time to plant. We're aiming for 2 to 4 inches deep and 6 inches apart, with the pointy part of the clove facing up. Typically, our weather here in Massachusetts provides enough moisture to keep the plants happy through the fall. Garlic requires a cold cycle to grow well. The plants will wake up in the spring when the soil warms again, and we'll be looking to harvest our garlic around the 4th of July. Our garlic plants popped up early after a mild winter and grew beautifully all spring. We kept them well watered and gave them a boost of organic fertilizer as planned. From there, we waited until the bottom 3 leaves started to yellow and die back. This is the indication that the plants are done growing and the bulbs have reached their full size. For us, this meant that the last week of June was time to harvest. Every clove we planted back in October produced a plant, and that meant our team pulled up 18 gorgeous-looking bulbs. Now, you could eat garlic right out of the ground, but we wanted to cure ours for storage. This meant laying our plants on a pallet in our cool, dry basement for about a week. During this time, the skin around the bulbs shrinks and dries out, turning a bit more papery. In this dried down state, the garlic will store for several months. From here, we don't need to keep all that plant material. So we snipped the stalks about 1 inch above the bulbs and snipped off the dried roots. We have seed garlic to plant again in the fall, and a delicious batch of garlic for cooking. We hope you'll give homegrown garlic a try in your own garden. It's a rewarding plant to grow and great for beginners. Thanks for watching as we keep finding new ways to grow local history here at the OCHM Garden. We hope you like this video and subscribe to our channel to never miss an update and see what we're growing next.